What's going on, guys? It is Bernardo, and today is all about, well, it's a part 2 from my last video dealing with bypassing Windows 11 requirements using SCCM. So let's get right into it. All right, so on the last video, I showed you guys how to modify the task sequence to deploy Windows 11, to actually upgrade a current Windows 11 to another version, right? And within the task sequence, I show you a bunch of tweaks and all that other good stuff. And within the virtual environment, it's always going to work, right? I finally had a chance to actually do it on a physical machine, and something happened. So let's get right into it. So the last video we left off here. This is where we actually created an upgrade package. And we also created a task sequence with the following settings, right? We created bypass 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, blah. And I showed you a demo. It looked great. It worked with no problem within my environment. But again, it's a virtual environment. And like I said about 10 seconds ago, I finally had a physical machine, a Dell Optiplex 3420 with an i5 processor. It already has Windows 11, but we had to tweak it to get Windows 11 up and running because that CPU is not supported anymore and blah, 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 blah. I did the same steps here that I showed you guys, and I deployed it, and I received this. A bunch of red. Holy moly. Now, when you Google this, it's basically TPM, the secure boots, the processor. That's why it was failing. For some reason, the task sequence was entering those tweaks, but the upgrade package wasn't seeing them. So I had to find another way, and I'm going to show you guys how I did it. So the first thing that I did was I created a new folder right here, and it's Windows 11 25H2. Yes, I'm going to push out 25H2 on this video. And these are all the files that I basically copied over from my Windows 11 25H2 ISO image. I mounted that image and I copied them into this folder because we are going to be using this network path or this content pretty soon. So let's open up our configuration manager. Now for this video, we are going to be creating an application package. So let's double click on application management. Let's go into packages. I'm going to right click on packages and I'm going to click on create package. You're going to get the wizard. Let's give it a name, a language, and a version. And this is what I gave it. We're going to check off this package contains source files. I'm going to click on browse. I'm definitely going to use the network path, and I am going to paste my UNC path here, which is pointing to that Windows 11 V25H2 folder with, all the content that I got within that ISO image. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to click next here. Now, super simple. I'm going to choose the third option. Do not create a program. I know. Just bear with me. Let's check off do not create a program. We're going to click next here. A nice little summary and click next, green check mark, and then let's click on close. Excellent. Now let's right click on our package and we're going to select distribute content. We're going to click next here. We're going to click add. We're going to select distribution point. I'm going to check off my DP. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to click next here. A nice little summary, and I'm going to click next. Green check mark, which is always a good thing, and let's click on close. Now within here on the toolbar, let's click on refresh. And at the very bottom, you're going to see the content status change to in progress. I typically like to wait until it changed to green, success. So step away, come back, refresh again, and it should change to green. Great. Now let's go to the next step. Now, next step is creating a task sequence. So let's click on task sequences on the right-hand side. I'm going to right-click here, and I'm going to click on create task sequence. Now, the one that I'm going to pick is upgrade an operating system from an upgrade package. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, why are we picking this if you just created a application package? I know. we're going to make some tweaks on this particular one. So hopefully you kind of follow me on the last video and you have an upgrade package to select. If not, most likely you might have to create a custom task sequence. Maybe in the future, I'll show you guys how to customize a task sequence from start to end. But for now, I am going to pick the third option. I'm going to click next here. I am going to give it the following name. I am going to click next. I am going to click browse. And on the last video, this is what we did together. I'm going to select it and I am going to click OK. Now, we're not going to be using this upgrade package. I'm just using the template because it gives me everything that I need. It just makes life easier for me. But eventually, we're going to go in and tweak it. We're going to click next here. I'm going to click next again, a nice little summary, and then click on next. Green check mark and click on close. Now let's right click on our new task sequence and let's click on edit. Now, where I'm going to be making modifications would be upgrade the operating system. That's what I'm going to be changing. And I'm going to select upgrade operating system. And at the very top, we're going to click on remove and click yes. Now, we're also going to be removing the restart computer. The reason why is because the upgrade process already has a mechanism to restart for you. If you have the task sequence restarting as well, there's a conflict and the upgrade won't work. So make sure restart computer is selected. And at the top, click on remove and then click yes. Now, with upgrade the operating system folder selected, we're going to click on add. We're going to go to general and you're going to select run command line. Now I'm going to give it the following name. You could give it whatever you want. And the command line would be this. This is what's new. This is what caught me off guard. I never knew you could actually do this on a Windows 11 machine. If you use the parameter of /product and you tell it server, it's going to bypass the core requirements like TPM, secure boot, CPU, blah, blah, blah. I never knew about this. So when I found out about this, it kind of blew my mind. So this is what I use. This bypasses, hacks and tweaks being pushed out with the registry and all that stuff. This makes it super simple. Now, within here, at the very bottom, we're going to check off package. We're going to click on browse. And we're going to select our package that we created. We're going to click OK. We're going to click apply. And we're going to click OK. Now, within here, I'm going to right click on that task sequence. And I'm going to click on deploy. For collections, we're going to click on browse. And I'm going to select Windows 11 devices. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to click next. For purpose, there's two options. So if you click on the drop down, you have available and required. I'm going to leave it as available. I'm going to click next here. For scheduling, I didn't do anything, so I just click next. Now for user experience, I typically like to check off system restart if required to complete the installation. And then I click next here. For alerts, I typically don't do anything, so I click next. For the distribution point, I left everything as is, so I click next here. A nice little summary, click next, green check mark, always a good thing. Let's click on close. Great. Now, the collection that I'm deploying this would be Windows 11 devices. So if we head over, the machine that we're going to be upgrading is PC03. PC01 is what we did on the last video. So I rebuilt a new machine with an old Windows 11 version so I could test everything out. So let's head over to PC03, which is right here. And if you do a WinVER, Windows version command, this is running Windows 11 version 23H2. And I'm going to cut it right here because I'm going to show you guys a demo. It took a while. It took basically 2 days. So I did maybe 5 to 10 minutes capture and then I cut it. And then the next day I went back in and I show you guys that it actually completed successfully. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.